saturate your area with orgone, you're going to have a clear hole above your head, your house, your area. There's going to be nice little fluffy clouds, and you might see every place else chemtrailed, but your area is going to be clear because that orgone keeps the dead chemtrail spraying from sticking over your area that has orgone. And so that's where I would accidentally even discovered the power of orgone. Some of the extra things that it could do was preventing chemtrails from sticking in your area. And there's 1,000 uses for the chemtrail program, just pretty much as there's 1,000 uses just for the orgone. And so preventing chemtrails is just one of them. Another thing that the orgone will do is kill the aliens in them. And then so, that's why I'm on the attack. I'm on the attack. I'm on the defense. I'll take them down before they take us down. They're already trying to take us down. And at the same time, secure safe havens for people to run to. As I got to I stayed at the Pocono Mountains in eastern Pennsylvania. And when I got there, I noticed our hotel room had been upgraded to a much nicer room with a great view of the Pocono Mountain. They call it the Pocono Mountain or whatever. There's several mountains in the area, but there's one main one, and that's the Pocono Mountain itself. And we had a great view of this mountain. And what I noticed on this mountain was there's several towers on the mountain, which I expected, cell phone towers, radio towers, that kind of thing. And also off to the distance was a regional airport, just a little regional airport in the area, because that's a haven for New York City. A lot of people from New York City would head out to the Pocono Mountains, which is about 2 hours from New York City, on the weekends and stuff like that, I guess. But as I sat there on the balcony of this hotel room we were at, wondering what it was, why they upgraded my room, because he really did give us a nice room. I'm looking up ahead, and in the near distance, as I sat nightly, I saw this orangish-looking star, and it's the same star that I've seen in Ohio, that I've seen in Utah, that I've seen in Denver, that I've seen in Arkansas. It's an orangish-looking star, and it's about 33 degrees above horizon, and so it's too low to be a normal star. Because normal stars are high, they're way up there. And it's what I've been talking about for years, these starships that you can see out at night. Some are orange, some are white, some will really mimic normal-looking stars, but they're just too low on the horizon to be a real star, so you know it's fake. And so I've seen it all over the country. I've seen it from Vegas to New Jersey, this orange star. And I've always assumed it was probably a mothership of some kind, because these little UFOs that you see flying around at night, they just come from a mothership somewhere in our atmosphere. They're scouts, they're little scouter UFO type things. I know it's getting to sound like Star Wars, but where do you think they get their ideas? Anyway, but one of the things I had noticed was I've always seen in the Bible codes about, and I've always gotten a big laugh about how they've recorded all of my missions, the trips I've been on. They've recorded my movements. They've recorded what I've done. I don't think they understand what I'm doing. They just kind of follow my car around, I guess. I don't know. Sit and watch me in the hotel. It must be a load of fun. And I was thinking, it's probably a spy satellite of some kind. If it is an alien mothership, it's probably, either way, the thing is recording what I'm doing, because I've seen it too much time is in the codes about how I'm being recorded and watched, and I'm under surveillance all the time. And I don't know who's doing it, either the aliens or the government, but either way, at this point, it doesn't matter, because they work in cahoots with each other. And then when I got to the hotel, they had this perfect, unobstructed view of my room, not a tree in the way, nothing in the way. Just a perfect shot right into my room. So I figured that's why I was upgraded, so they could just shoot me right in front of my hotel room, right at my hotel, and even inside of it, because it was just a perfect unobstructed view straight to this spy satellite or whatever it was. But I'm sitting on the internet this week, and I read this article about Bush and wanting to establish domestic spy satellites we know the telecom companies are already working with the government, and they give them pretty much access to anybody's internet account that they want, so they can spy. They read they read your IMs, they read your emails. They pretty much whatever you do on the internet. They know who you are. It doesn't matter if you use a fake screen name or not. And there's a lot more safety in just using your real name than a fake screen name, because those people tend to disappear because nobody knows who they are. If you use your real name, then you're pretty much protected by that, because if a big mouth disappears and everybody knows something's up. And so I find it amusing, the big difference. I've always just had my name, Sherry Shrine. I don't use any other name on the internet. I don't go by any other name. I don't have any little moniker on any board under something else. If I'm on a board, I use my name. If I'm on a list, I use my name. I've always just used my name. That's who I am. And so I found that amusing, anyway, that, these spy satellites, they've probably been doing it for 10 to 20 years now. And now all the discussion about Bush trying to reach for more powers, using spy satellites to spy on Americans. And, of course, they always mask it. They tell you, oh, we just want to watch the terrorists. And everybody goes back to sleep because nobody understands who the terrorists are. According to the Bush administration, if you don't like him or his administration, you're a terrorist. And so we're all terrorists, folks, because nobody likes him. His approval rating is, 10%? I think it's pretty much to say that not just by me, but most of the people in the country are being spied on. You can pretty much just turn a spy satellite towards anybody, type in your coordinates, and they can tell exactly where you are in your house and what you're doing. And that's the way it is. I don't know if that's the IZL I've been looking for in the codes or not. I know that they can record events and record things. That's exactly what they're going to do, part of the Blue Beam Project. When Jesus, the Sananda, arrives on Earth, and they have this they're going to pull out the recorder in the sky. That's what I've been calling the IZL. And they're going to give you a display. They're going to show our past history. This is Satan's plans, big plans. Another big reason of the chemtrail program, putting all this aerosol in the air so their holographs could work on this big Hollywood production they have planned, and how they're going to show the actual crucifixion and things like that of Jesus in the past, and how it really was according to them. And of course, it's nothing but a lie. But I think it's part of that whole grand deceptions of the last days and people falling for it, and the delusion warned about. And it's all part of that. And then they're going to tell everybody how they're wrong with all the religions and set everybody straight. I mean, that's the first thing Satan does. He's going to knock everybody's beliefs out, and then have his own solutions to their problems of their beliefs and religions, and then present his own, and everyone's going to be forced to follow him. And so you can see where it's going. I don't have to preach the choir all night long here, but I know that so many of the church is going to be hoodwinked by it. They're going to buy it hook, line, and sinker, especially when Benny Hinn's out there parading that Jesus is here, and it's really the Sananda, this general of Satan. It's going to be a mess. But that's what's going to happen. The churches are going to rally behind him, and Hinn's going to be a big part of that. Anyway, so that was probably one of the reasons why my whole room had been upgraded to begin with, was so they had a perfect view from the satellite. Another feature of